far as I know, it has not been studied at all. Nobody is interested. I mean, apparently this incredible historical experience, which is purchased at such a high price, it's just going to be allowed to slip away. And I mean, the only thing that is left from it is these preposterous fairy tales. I mean, Joseph Seymour, somewhere he got hold of the Spulber book. Maybe he took a college course in comparative economics or something. I have no idea. I have no idea where the people in Spartacus are getting tipped off, you know, about the sort of the academic side of you know, Soviet issues and Marxist issues and so forth and so on. I don't know whether he learned about Spulber in college, or whether somebody just plucked his sleeve or something and said you should look at this book or something. But I mean, you know, like he tells you input-output analysis, and I mean, that's right. I mean, input-output analysis was invented by a Russian. That's absolutely true. Had nothing to do with planning in the USSR. Absolutely nothing. And I mean, I own a very rare Soviet planning textbook in English. And, you know, from the later period, from the Brezhnev period. And what do they talk about? They talk about linear programming. I mean, they talk about like New York, you know, New York operations research. I mean, that's what they teach you, because that's all that there is to teach. You know, they didn't have any method that they wanted to inform you about. I mean, they had their so-called material balances. I mean, as Trotsky correctly pointed out in 1930-31, material balances only applies to a single industry. I mean, it's just basically, there's very little that you can do with it. I mean, they were not planning by computer in the Soviet Union in 1931. So, I mean, all of this, you know, linear programming is ideologically the wrong model for this. I mean, the fact that Soviet economists liked it or thought that it was okay, I mean, it meant that basically that they had already crumbled ideologically. I mean, they were already ready for the so-called capitalist restoration. I mean, it has to do with, I mean, all this stuff about, I'm just trying to remember his name now, but the famous Soviet economist who may have won the Nobel Prize for his contributions to operations research. I'm sorry, I'm blocking his name, but I mean, by the time that you get to that point, it's basically all over. I mean, these guys are thinking like